Mm-hmm.
Good day to you all. My name is Speedy, and welcome back to Speedy Survival. Uh, got a little bit of a guest today, Raph.
Hi.
I'm not sure if this is a good idea, but you know, he was in the Skype call. Um,
He was too lazy to kick me.
yeah. so,
Oh.
uh, t so as you can see, I've finished up the slime collection thing. It's all covered in leaves now. You can see it. It's transparent. And then they go up this pipe, you could say, and then they go over here, and then come to this holding area, and you can kill them at your leisure. So, originally I was gonna make this so that there was a pressure plate right here, and it would when a slime stepped on it, or there were slime balls in it for some reason, the lamps would turn on. But the problem was that when the pressure plate was extended, or so extended. What am I saying? When the pressure plate was activated, it would open this. So that wasn't good. So I just had the redstone lamps and put in put in some levers behind this block. So that worked out. Well, I would still prefer it if the redstone lamps weren't on when there weren't any slimes, but we can figure that out later. I've also done a little bit of cleanup around this area. Now Now this now the potions room doesn't have pressure
Mm-hmm.
plates on it, so that mobs can't get in. You have to press a button to get in, but the other side has pressure plates. So yeah, and I've also done some changes with the wiring
Oh. Okay.
because um, it's a little bit different. You can see that right here. I had to replace. There's a redstone block right here. It goes through the glowstone. That's why there's glowstone here, because the redstone wouldn't go through a grass block. Because glowstone is classified as a transparent block, so redstone signal goes through it. So right here on this block is the button. Activates this, and it's pretty much the same as before. The other thing that changed with this is that, if you guys remember from last episode, pretty much all the redstone you could see all the redstone, but now it's underground. If we dig right here, you can see that it's all nice.
Ow.
Raph, what are you doing?
I'm playing on my survival world.
Okay. Okay. So, today I'm
Oh,
not really sure what
fuck.
we're gonna do. Raph, do you have any ideas?
I wasn't actually listening.
Yeah,
A
that's what
creeper
makes
just
you.
blew up my pig farm again. It's like the seventh time.
Yeah. Let's turn the music down. Um. So I think. Well. Oh, as you can see, there's some slimes in here, and we have a lot of slime balls, so we cannot ever use them. I'm pretty sure eventually I'll do a project that requires a ton of sticky pistons, and I'll use like all of them and more. But for now, they're just there for storage. Also, in last episode, the leaves were not transparent,
Ow.
and that's because, as you can see, my graphics are on fancy, but when they're on fast, the leaves are not transparent. I actually didn't know that, so it's pretty cool. There's a few different projects that I want to do. The first one is I'm not sure. Like, these are just some projects that I have on my mind, which we could do like in future episodes, and do one this episode. First of all, man. First of all, there is the. Sorry. First of all, there is the melon and pumpkin farm. Now, this is a design by Etho, YouTuber by the name of Etho, and basically, when you step on this pressure plate, it's a T flip-flop, same thing that was used in my furnace room. Basically, it's gotten really slow because pistons take longer to fire in 1.3. So it's and also ocelots just keep stepping on it and ruining everything. So I think what I'm gonna do is basically all I'm gonna have to do is step on this pressure plate, and it will, and some waters will come out of, some water buckets will come out of dispensers, and they will make all the melons and pumpkins flow to me, so that I don't actually have to go in. And this will be on a timer too, so that you have to be stepping on. So basically, my idea is that the redstone signal only gets activated if you step on it for, say, 3 or 4 seconds. It's going to be slow, but at least it'll make it so that ocelots can't ruin it. I also did some cleanup with this area, so now there's no sand except for here. Get away! I don't like you.
Hey Phil,
Yeah.
I have a question.
I hope it's not
When are you gonna
sadistic.
finish? When are you gonna finish Journey to the Ender?
I canceled that. I'm not.
Ah,
But that raises a good point, because even though that series is not going to be continued, I am going to be, once I get enough Ender Pearls, I'm going to be going to the end on this world. So it'll be like a one episode Journeys to the End. So yeah.
Journey to the End Redux.
Yeah. What else changed? We kind of did the same thing, or sort of the same thing that we did with the potion room. I took out a pressure plate right here, but there's still a pressure plate on the outside, so mobs can't get into the house. So that's one project, like I said, that we can do with the melon farm. Might do that today. I'm not really sure yet. Don't really have a plan. What else? Oh yeah, I want to make a storage room, so I don't have to keep going up to the treehouse. I also want to make a room for the potions room, or sorry, a room for the enchantment table, so that I don't have to go up to the tree, because the tree is gonna serve as the lookout. Just something to be there and have fun with, and to go up there and reminisce about Minecraft and the old days. Raph is still seething about, aren't you, Raph?
Wait, what?
You're
What am I seething about?
You're seething about how Minecraft was better in the old days.
Yeah, I miss old Minecraft.
Yeah.
When there were no beds.
Yeah, well, Raph, you're still oh, sorry, burp. You're still the ruler of the Nether, and beds don't work in the Nether, so you shouldn't really care. Because beds
On the other hand,
explode.
you did win the war by. You did technically win the Great War by, making a file, blowing it up, and forgetting to back it up.
Yeah.
I still think I should.
This is kind of like, none of you know this, but it relates to Server Adventures, which was a series that I did a really long time ago, which kind of sucked, but
which kind of ended as well because
when we
got
were
into
all
a
little
huge
kids.
fight.
But
Yep.
yeah. I'm not really sure what to do this episode. But yeah, I've cleaned up a lot of stuff on the world. Still have a ton of sandstone I can always use. I don't really have a way to get into the slime farm except for digging above, so I may tear away one wall and make a glass viewing area or something. But we'll save that for later. Is there anything else that I wanted to talk about before we get started? I think what we're gonna do today is work on the melon farm. Also, another project that's gonna take a really long time is I'm gonna make this. So, how this sugarcane farm is kind of in the shape of a tree, sort of. And what I want to do is I want to make a really, really big tree, and we'll call it the Great Tree or the Grand Tree or something, and the whole thing will be a sugarcane farm. I think that would be really cool. That's an idea that I've had for a few weeks now. I think that would be really, really cool. So, we'll probably do that eventually. It'll take a ton of wood though. But that's my harvest tree. I got 2 stacks, 2.5, no, 2 and a few stacks of wood from it. So, that's pretty good. That's the tree that I get all my wood from. So I think we're gonna get started on the melon and pumpkin farm project, or the revamp. Let's just get rid of this pressure plate for now. So basically, what my idea is that we're not really gonna change this much, just a little bit. Oh shit! Yeah, I have a T flip-flop here. Darn it. But we're gonna. Well, we can just show you the redstone. So again, this is Etho's design. I'll be linking you to his video in the description. But yeah, this is Etho's design. This is a T-bud, T flip-flop, piston T flip-flop, whatever you want to call it. A simple thing. Just showed this off in the first episode of Speedee Survival. Basically flips back and forth. This block powers this redstone torch, which sends power to that piece of redstone, and then the redstone powers this torch, or unpowers it, and then it leads up into, you can see those pistons get extended because there's a redstone line. Let's see if I can get up there. Yeah, because there's a redstone line right across, extending the pistons. So those are what push those pistons up. Again, this is a design by Etho. So that's basically what we're working with. But we're going to basically tear out the T flip-flop and replace it with something else. So the plan is to not really change this that much. It's just that we're going to put in blocks right here across this, so it's like this. Like, again, this is just preliminary, like, musings and stuff. And then there's going to be a dispenser here. These things are extended right now, so when they're not extended, they'll be just like that. And the melons will grow, and that'll be great. And then when you step on the pressure plate, it'll extend them, and the water will start coming out here. It'll make all the items, like this, or all the melons, slow down, sort of like this. Oh, cool. And and then you can collect them right here. So that's what I have in mind. So you won't have to go here, you just have to stand there and collect the melons. So that's what we're going to do. So I did a ton of redstone work and made a lot of complicated stuff. As you can see, this is all my stuff that I've been working on. And I did record some of me building this, but it's just not going to work. And, it's functional, but it's too glitchy. Because if you do something wrong, then it just doesn't work. Like, for example, if I step on the pressure plate, I'm not going to do it because it'll probably mess the whole thing up, but if I step on the pressure plate and then quickly step off it and then step on it again, it's going to activate it. And that could happen with an ocelot or some other mob because like they could be running around and they just step on it by chance and then they go off and then they step on it again and they'll activate it. This is in the morning for me, by the way. So I was recording last night and now it's the next day. So I spent pretty much maybe 1.5 hours yesterday doing this. But it was pretty much for nothing. So I've reconsidered. So a ton of my redstone was back here, and it was a pretty cool redstone circuit, but it wouldn't do the job as well as something else would. And also, I'm pretty sure some of you guys will have had this thought: why don't you just use pistons, and they retract to give you water? And yeah, I think I'm gonna do that because that's so much more simpler than the dispensers. Dispensers don't with water. They don't work in the way that when a dispenser is activated, it spits out the water, and then when it deactivates, it takes in the water. they work in a way where when it activates, they spit out the water, and then when it activates again, they take in the water. So we gotta take that made for a really complicated redstone circuit. Um, but yeah, we're gonna take out these dispensers because they're just so much of a hassle, and pistons are just way simpler and probably less glitchy. Uh, Another thing is the redstone circuit I devised for how to make it only activate once you stepped on it for more than a few seconds. So basically what I have here is this redstone gets activated by the pressure plate that's right on this block. It goes down, this is a repeater line, it delays the signal, and then right here it leads up where there's a redstone on this block. But right now it can't get to it because there's this block in the way. And basically what this does is it will retract. It'll retract if you stand on it for well, it'll retract right away. But if you step off it and then step on it again, it'll activate still because this redstone signal is still going around, and that was the problem with this. So the way to fix this, I'm pretty sure, is to just apply the delay to the piston, not the line that powers it, because if the piston is activated, or sorry, how do I explain this? Okay, so we'll apply the delay to the piston, so the piston only gets retracted after 3 or 4 seconds, and these guys are just going to move to the other circuit, and this line is just going to lead straight down. So we can do that by doing this. Whoops. Like that. Yeah. Well. And then we'll just apply the repeater line to this circuit so that it only reaches the piston and retracts it like 4 or 5 seconds later. I'm not really going to be recording that much doing this unless that I have something to say. I don't know. Maybe I will be recording a lot, but hopefully this works because I want to get this working. Another thought that I've had is ice, is to use ice. It would make the circuit a lot more complicated, but basically how it would work is there would be. Okay, wait. Let's put all these in. And basically how it would work is, if I can just. Okay. So basically how it would work is, if I can. How it would work is there. Oh crap! Just losing my train of thought. I'm glad I haven't destroyed any of the plants. Okay. Anyways, how it would work is that this little central lane that divides the water would go down one. So it's like this. And then there would be pistons out on the side that, when these blocks would be pushed up by the pistons, and these are the blocks, by the way, that the pumpkins and melons are growing on, so they would be pushed up like they would normally. But then pistons on the side would extend and push all of the little item entities into the center lane, and the center lane would be ice, and then a water flow would come out here, and it would make them travel. And the reason why I'm thinking of ice is because items travel really fast when they're on ice in a water stream. Like, any of you who've played custom maps, usually in custom maps there's like one puzzle where you have to throw a snowball or some other item across ice onto a pressure plate, and it goes and it like slides. So that property is like magnified when things are on water. But I'm worried that it would be too complicated. So yeah, but I do have an idea. This just hit me right now. If we do this, Oh, whoops. No, I didn't want to put it there. If I do this... No, it wouldn't work. Well, it might, because that makes it infinite water source. But what about this? I don't want to get it in there, though. There. What about this? I think that could work. I think it could. Yeah, that would be good, because basically what's happening here is I don't even have to have the side pistons. It'll take a little bit longer because like it'll take like them a few seconds to get into the ice flow. But since these side water streams are all going into the center, that could work. But I'm gonna have to go harvest some ice. Yeah, that could work. Awesome. Well, we'll see how it goes. It might not work, but I'm pretty sure it will. And then we'll, like... There we go. And... yeah, okay. So we'll just have the water right here behind pistons. Unfortunately, well, we'll do some stuff with the water, see how it works, and hopefully get it done. I'm gonna go collect some ice with my Silk Touch shovel. First ice blocks harvested on this world. Yeah, awesome. I wish I had some efficiency on this, but it's alright. Just collect a bunch, then we'll head back. I just realized that I wasn't in my usual recording frame size, so yeah. Anyways, so I've gotten the ice. As you can see, some of it's melted already. It's not, oh god. Well, never mind. Oh, great. And the reason why it melted is because the glowstone is near it. So we don't want that. Oh my god. All the crops are broken now. Darn it. Need pumpkin seeds. Darn it. Now I have to fix this mess. The reason why it went down is because I was using an item to, what? That's strange. Anyways. So, we'll put those here. Now we're gonna test it out. Like that. I've put it at 2 back. I think the piston is gonna be like, and you can't see. Okay. Just gonna toss another one out there just for safety. Okay, so let's see how it works. So it's going really slow, and then it goes really fast. So that is gonna work really good. Yeah. Man. That's nice. I love that. So, it just starts going really, really fast once it goes onto the ice. Yeah, that's great. Let's toss it a whole stack. Boom. Oh yeah, that's just so good. I love ice. Okay, so basically next step is to do to finish up the wiring down there. Hello, zombie. Yeah, so I'll finish up the wiring down there, move the repeaters over to this side so that the piston retraction has a delay. Zombies are loud. So the pistons are probably going to be jeez. The pistons are probably going to be on. I'm not really sure how to hide it though. Like, I suppose. God darn it, Ocelot. I suppose I could put it back one, like one more, but that would make it so that it couldn't get to the end. And it already can't get to the end, actually. So I'm gonna have to make this. What? Oh. Oh. I know what happened. I just want to kill that ocelot. Okay. I'm losing my train of thought. So it only goes up to this block. That's a problem. How am I gonna make it so that... I want to run another test. Where we'll put another ice block right here. And see if the items will slide, even if there's no water. Okay, so first we gotta... What? There. What? Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do a test to see if they'll slide once water stops. Okay, so it only reaches here. Let's see if it can go 2 blocks. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh my god. You stupid freaking ocelot. Oh my god. You know what? Let's just get rid of this piston and just leave it extended. It was partly my fault, of course. We can't blame AIs. Mostly. Oh my god. Okay. What are we doing wrong here? Okay. What? I don't get this game sometimes. Okay. There, that's done. And now we have to replant everything. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, now let's do our test. Okay. Awesome. That's great. Alright, we don't have to worry about that. But, god damn it, Ocelot. I also have to make it so that as soon as... We have to make it so that the pistons will retract before these things retract. The pistons that hold the water retract before these dirt blocks retract, because, you know, we don't want any water getting into our crops. I think that's going to be a problem, because it's going to be kind of weird, because we want it to extend. We want the pistons to extend, these pistons to retract and let out the water after these ones extend, and we want it to take in the water, or, you know, close it off before these. So it's going to be sort of a tricky progress, but we'll get it done. So I am pretty much done the melon farm thing. It's just a mess down there. Ton of complicated redstone. I tried filming this before. I don't know what went wrong. I think I messed up fraps or something. But so here's how it works, and it's very prone to malfunction, but it's the best I could do. Yeah. Darn it. Okay, let's try it again. So there's it goes. Okay. So that's basically what it does. Now let me show you what I have down here. Okay, this is going to be very complicated. So if you guys don't really want to learn this, then just skip this part. Okay, so basically the pressure plate triggers this, which goes down to 2 redstone lines. This line goes down to here, which powers the pistons and the water. And then it also branches off. This line also branches off down to go down there and to go down here, which powers pistons, which I'll explain what to do in a second. So there's a piston right here, 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 and here. Okay, now what these do is make it so that, and okay, so the other line is what controls the delay, so that you have to wait a few seconds and ocelots won't trigger it. Basically, the redstone line goes down here. As you can see, this block is in the way and it stops the flow of redstone, and that's what these are for. Basically, these will stop the flow of redstone, but they'll get retracted when you step on the pressure plate. So when this line is tripped, or when this line is, powered. So that's how that works. Oh my god, you're so freaking annoying. I hate you. Okay, so now this torch powers the pistons and it powers this line, which leads to the water pistons, which are right there. And the water is in here, like right there, behind that block. Basically, this splits off into 2 lines, or 3 lines, but these 2 do the same thing. They go to this, and this is an inverter. It inverts the signal and keeps the piston extended. So when this is tripped, why do I keep saying tripped? When this is on, this will go off and retract the piston. Simple inverter. And then this line is a delay, and the reason I have a delay on it is because if you step on the pressure plate and then step off it quickly, there's a chance that it'll destroy the plants. The water will destroy the plants. So basically, what I did was I put in a delay which goes up to here and triggers the pistons to extend again. So yeah, that's basically it. I think that's as basic as it gets. This is very complicated redstone, but hopefully you guys understood it. If you didn't, that's fine. But if you're interested in redstone, then hopefully you learned something. So let's do it again. Again, it's slower. It's prone to malfunction, but hopefully it's fine. I don't know. It's the best I could do. I'm sure there's ways to improve it. I just can't think of any right now, and it's getting late. What? Creeper, what are you doing? But I know this is gonna be a short episode. It's been long for me because frick. Okay, well, I'll clean it up later. It's been a short episode for you guys. It's been a long day for me. It's taken me a very long time to do this. But give me your thoughts, guys. Do you want me to just do redstone off camera and show you guys the finished product, or do you want me to film myself doing redstone? Perhaps not all of it, but some of it. It'll make for longer episodes. Maybe it'll entertain you guys because you'll see my thought process and how I do things and how many times I mess up. If you guys enjoy that. Mountain. But yeah, leave your thoughts, leave any suggestions down below. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like. If you're enjoying the series, give me a subscribe. I would really appreciate any and all of those things. Now that we've gotten the formalities out of the way, I'll say goodbye for today. Next episode will be probably out sometime this next week. So school's starting. it might affect a little bit. It might affect how many videos I release a little bit, but I still should be able to get out like 1 or 2 episodes a week. So yeah, that's just a heads up. Um, Anything more to talk about before I finish it off? Yeah, well, I think that's it. If I have any more thoughts that I want you guys to process, then I guess we'll save it until the next episode. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.